Hey everybody, welcome back behind the bar. Tonight we are on this is one of those beers, man, that is full on hype train for me. Has been for a year now. Tonight we are doing Headroom double IPA from Trillium Brewing Company. This one fresh out of Canton, Mass. Last Saturday was the release. 8% alcohol by volume. I mean, this was canned the 17th Hop Jam. They canned this for the Hop Jam events. They did it last year in bottles. And I've been told by basically everybody and their brother that this is the best Trillium beer, which is crazy to me. A guy that I respect his opinion greatly, Brian, said this is actually his favorite double IPA ever, ahead of Very Hazy, ahead of the King Juliet, everything that I hold dear. So we will see. I'm trying not to get too excited, but I kind of feel like I'm going to be disappointed no matter what happens here. This one comes courtesy of the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Leo. Thank you very, very much. I can't wait to try this beer. They did a Saturday release on this. The lines were long, but apparently they got people in and out pretty good. And yeah. So we will check this out. Get it into the glass and see if it lives up to the hype. This pours out. I'm sure this looks black on camera. This is like turkey gravy. I mean, people are like, it's like a yeast sample, guys. This is really, really like pineapple juice, but super thick to where no light is getting through this. I mean, none. No light is getting through that. They actually did a glass for this that I didn't want to get just because it's kind of a pain to ship, and I have some Trillium glasses, but I used my dialed-in glass that I got while I was out there last time. This pours out about a finger and a half ahead when I poured this. It's actually really soapy bubbles, not like terribly like that, like thick, like you could eat it with a spoon kind of head. This is dissipating pretty quick, but big soapy bubbles. Starting to get a little bit of glass lacing, good alcohol legs on that. But just looks like straight pineapple, like thick juice. This is one of the most like just thick IPAs I've ever seen. I mean, look at that. No light is getting through that. This is actually gonna be hard to take a picture of. But it looks, you know, that New England style, but just kicked up. I mean, this looks insane in the glass. Let's see what it smells like. As soon as I opened the can, I could start smelling it. So let's dive in and see what we think. Oh, wow. Huge nose on this. Big grapefruit. Big orange. Tangerine. Like really like sugary sweet orange tangerine kind of candy kind of thing. Almost like a really big orange gummy bear note is what I'm picking up. With a really big amounts of like resinous dankness, definitely some grassiness in this for sure. No real malt to speak of. At 8%, I'm not picking up any booze at all. I mean, we say it all the time. Those of us that review these beers that you guys may watch, if I'm the only one, I say it all the time as well. Just big juice bomb. This is a huge juice bomb. It actually reminds me of the note on what was that Aslan beer? Master of Crotty? Whatever that one was called. I don't think I have the growler down here. There was a double IPA they did that I thought smelled like kind of like grapefruit, pineapple, mango juice. I kind of get that with this as well, but this has a little bit more grapefruit pith, like grapefruit juice. Like if you bought like grapefruit juice at the store. Then kind of that candy sweetness. It smells amazing. I can't wait. Let's dive in, guys. Leo, thank you very much. Let's see if she lives up to the hype. Wow. Holy flavor explosion, Batman. This is huge. Huge. And the flavor really just doesn't stop. This is huge juice up front, just like this explosion of orange and mango and grapefruit, like even like a little bit of guava juice. It reminded me of attack, like part of it reminds me of up front of like Attack Frequency from Modern Times, but just huge explosion. And it rolls into this like bitter grassy dankness and then finishes pretty dry and really resinous and bitter. And real grassy. Like the finish is very grassy, like almost like I ate a piece of grass. A nice grapefruit pith thing that kind of rolls through there, like the white of an orange kind of thing. But huge juice notes. This is a big ass beer, guys. 8%. I'm not getting any booze on this. There is some sweetness throughout. But it's just like a nice, like, hoppy sweetness, malty white bread kind of backbone sweetness. Like, yeah, like sweet bready malts. But then it finishes with like this, like dry pale malts, kind of grassy hop bitterness, reminiscent of almost like pine tree bitterness. Not quite that assertive, but that's the finish for me is very grassy. Man, and this is a very carbonated. I mean, it's carbonated. It's thick. This is big, full flavored. I do get a. Now as I'm drinking this a little bit, I do get a hint of booziness in the middle. Nothing major, but I do. It's like the first time I had haze. Just like this tinge of alcohol right in the middle, that kind of sticking around with that grassiness. Wow, this is killer, guys. This is, I mean, this is ridiculously good. As far as the best double IPA I've ever had, it's absolutely not. I've had a few beers, like I would put King Julius, maybe very hazy, maybe not. I'm trying to think of other big double IPAs. Crucial Taunt, which I think was a double IPA. The first time I had that, not the second time I had it, but the first time I had it, yeah, it's 8% as well. I still have the can sitting right here. Blew me away. This is really good. This is not a full-fledged juice explosion. It is up front, but this beer is much, it has that like really, and something I mentioned, like that spicy yeast note that you get in some of these beers. Like it's like a spiciness, and that's maybe what I'm interpreting as that booziness. That spicy yeast note is definitely there on the finish. I'm saying all that to say none of what I just said is bad. I'm talking about 4 or 5 of my favorite beers ever. So, yeah, this is great. Candied sweetness. I keep pulling like orange gummy bear out of my ass, and I don't know why. But I'm picking that up in this. Like a nice, like, yeah, just bright tropical fruitiness up front. Goes into this like spicy, yeasty, kind of grassy, dank, resinous character that finishes with like a nice grapefruit juice pith kind of thing, with the grassiness. It's really freaking good. But this is not. It's not my favorite double IPA I've ever had. But that doesn't mean it's not like 100 out of 100. Like I yeah. As far as a grade, I'm gonna go 99 on this. I love this beer. I think it's fantastic. I had it built up pretty big in my mind, and maybe if I had no expectations going in, maybe I'd give this 100. But there's a couple things about this that just keep me from ticking it up. This is the best double IPA I've had from Trillium. That is for sure. Yeah, for sure. That this is the best double I've had from Trillium. I like it better than Vicinity. I like it better than Dialed In. I like it better than Archaic, the new cutting tiles. I like it better than all those for sure. Man, this is tough. It's just I've gotten so used to like those just huge juice bombs that just have a nice softness to them. And this doesn't really have, like, that are explosive but like kind of finish really soft. This doesn't really have that. This is explosive and finishes like piney and grassy. Like grassy, I think, is a better description with that spicy yeast character. I will also confess to this. This is extremely fresh. Like, extremely fresh. Actually, this was actually canned. Shockingly enough, they did the release last Saturday, but this was canned on the 17th. Today's the 31st. So this is almost at 2 weeks old. So I was going to use the excuse that maybe it's just a little harsh because it's fresh. Still at 2 weeks, maybe at 4 weeks, this will die down a little bit and just be insane. Because it does have like a green harshness to the end of it. Like I said, that spicy kind of thing. So yeah, I'm not going to ramble. I'm going to stick with 99. I feel like I'm going to get crap for doing that, but I don't. This isn't 100 for me. It's really, really, really amazingly good, but I wouldn't put it ahead of any of the Treehouse double IPAs that I've given 100. More than likely. Maybe very hazy. I don't know. They're pretty. There's something about this, that spicy yeast thing, that I'm just not 100% sold on giving it 100 because of that. I'm kind of sitting here stalling, like seeing if like letting it warm will help. And it's about the same. So, friggin' killer beer, guys. I'm splitting hairs. I mean, this beer was really hyped for me, and I was expecting insanity, and it's really friggin' good, but not quite what I was expecting. So, I feel like I'm like a letdown that I'm giving this a 99 out of 100, but it's a world class, the upper tiers of world class, but it's not the best for me. So that's one man's opinion. Guys, we're going to leave it right there. Leo, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you waiting in line for this. You got a crap ton of beer coming your way here shortly. And I can't wait. I'm going to see Leo in like a little over a month. So that's going to be a good time. And yeah, so 99 out of 100, guys. Thanks for coming behind the bar. Thank you for the likes, subscribers, subscribes and comments, man. And ladies as well. And cheers.